I remember I had just failed my third exam in a row, and I will never forget the moment that a classmate walked up to me and looked me in the eyes, and he said that this is the best I will ever be able to do. And in that very moment, I made a decision. Greatness would be my new norm. I made that moment the moment of truth for myself. Many of you have been selling yourself short. You've been striving for average because that's all you think you're capable of. You're surrounded by average. Therefore, subconsciously, you become average. But you have the opportunity to experience more. You have the opportunity to be someone who is in a constant state of growth. You might be thinking, it's not possible to study any harder than I already am. If I can ask for one thing while you're watching this, please, watch it with an open mind. Do not set self-imposed limitations on yourself. You can't change the past, but you can change the future. Just because you've been getting C grades your whole life, it doesn't mean that it has to continue that way. I've done it myself. I destroyed my self-imposed limitations and stopped studying like a C grade student and started studying like an A grade student. In fact, I made a whole video on exactly how I transformed my 1.3 GPA into a 4.0 GPA. You can watch it by clicking on the pop-out banner above. So don't fear the obstacles. Ask yourself, what did you learn from them? Use adversity to your advantage. Decide to come out of this better. A lot of people have this dream in their head, but they don't know how to make it a reality. We navigate through life, but we don't know how to achieve the dreams we have. It's very easy to give advice to that. Because whatever you're trying to achieve in your life, whatever greatness you're trying to achieve, it requires the same approach. It requires you to level up what you're doing right now, and that's why I talk so much about putting in the effort with your studying. It's not even about the studying, it's about the work ethic and focus that you're growing and nurturing. And then once you graduate, you use those same skills that you've been priming for years and go laser focused on your chosen path. Whether it's become a businessman, a lawyer, a doctor, a surgeon, an accountant, a teacher, a nurse, a scientist, a musician, it really doesn't matter. The path to becoming great is the same for everyone. The best people in any field are those who devote the most hours to it, when all their actions within a 24-hour period are explicitly intended to improve their performance. So what does that mean for you? It means getting at least 7 hours of sleep at night to help with your brain functionality and memory retention. It means eating healthily and exercising daily to energize your body and reduce stress levels. It means setting daily study goals to keep pushing yourself harder and keeping your studying consistent. I feel like there's a shift that needs to be made to make people work harder. The big one that I realize makes the biggest difference is you're going to die. You only get one shot at this. You can't just rewind your life and do it again. You can't be talking about how you're going to achieve amazing grades next semester, but then you don't study on weekends. You have complete control over your studying. Complete control. So push yourself harder, because no one else will do it for you. Once you start becoming self-aware and utilizing that winner's mindset, you'll start realizing that you are capable of much more than what you're achieving right now. Once you start growing, once your habits start growing, once your work ethic starts growing, you'll start to see your grades start growing. You'll start to see the obstacles as challenges to help you grow stronger. You're fully aware of the bridges you need to cross over to significantly improve your grades. You know exactly how to make it a reality. Yet you're navigating through life and you keep missing the bridges to bridge the gap between your performance right now and the grades you are capable of getting. Be the person that is putting in the work. That's putting in the hours, that's putting in the study time. While everyone else is playing the short-term game, dreaming and hoping that everything will work out in the end, you're going to be studying. When you're in your early 20s, this is the time you need to work. This is the time you need to get your head down and study, while you don't have all the baggage that you're going to have in your late 20s and 30s. Right now is the time where you can grind at your full potential. It's harder for the 30 and 40-year-olds that have to go back to university because they wasted their education when they were younger. It's harder to be studying full-time when you have a family that you need to feed. So if you're lucky enough to be going through your education with no baggage, with no kids, with no financial responsibilities, with nothing dragging you down, then take full advantage of it. And I'll leave you with the words of Gary Vaynerchuk. If you want to be an anomaly, you've got to act like one. People want all these special things to happen, but then they're acting like everyone else. They want the phenomenal grades, but they're studying just the same amount as everyone else. So they achieve the same grades as everyone else. And work ethic is the one thing that you have complete control over. You don't have control over how well you retain information, or how naturally gifted you are at any particular subject, but you have complete control over how many hours you study. You have complete control over how often you ask your lecturer for help when you get seriously stuck. Take full control and learn how to love to lose. That's how life is. We all have losses. I love adversity. I love the climb. I love the chip on my shoulder. I love when people are saying, I knew it. He's not that good. I love when my friend gets better grades than me. Using obstacles and adversity as motivation to study is one of the most powerful things you can do, because it transforms negative energy into a positive, productive force. It's one way how I can now relatively easily study for 14 hours in a day. And in one of my newest uploads on my second channel, I go through how you too can study for 14 hours a day and stay laser focused just like I can. Click on the video on the screen. It's an important video you're going to want to watch, and I'll see you over there.